At Eagles Nest Regeneration and the Well, we believe everyone deserves an opportunity to change. We don't believe anyone's beyond hope.
So I started with alcohol, and then it progressed to different substances throughout the years, and it ended with meth.
My drug of choice was heroin.
I started out with using crack cocaine.
I was really hooked on opiates.
Really whatever I could find to make myself not feel all that worthlessness and feeling like honestly a loser.
The last time I was homeless for a year, sleeping in a tent and eating out of garbage cans.
I just couldn't break the cycle of incarceration, homelessness, incarceration, and homelessness.
I didn't know who I was anymore. All my dreams went out the door. The only thing I could focus on was where I was getting my next fix.
I've always been able to control things and do things and do things in my own power, but when it came to the drinking, I just couldn't do it. I felt powerless, and I really was powerless against that addiction. But Christ, and when he stepped in, that was the game changer. And he stepped in, opened up a path for me to come to Eagles Nest, and that's what's really helped me change my life.
It's like when you drive onto this property, it's just like something's different.
When I pulled up on that rainy morning, Brandon Guard and Zach Knowles come up to me and they hugged me and just told me, welcome home. And it was that first little glimmer of hope that I felt in many years of my life, like something different about this place.
The Eagles Nest is probably the first place that I felt fully allowed to take my mask off.
I had been praying for years for God to intervene, and I knew that this was the love I had been crying out for.
One of the first things I learned at Eagles Nest is love is the standard, and it's just true in everything they do.
I've been through about 6 or 7 different programs, and this one is just totally different.
The length is very crucial, I believe. I spent, since I was 12 years old till I was 28, to getting to the position where I had placed myself, and I knew it was gonna take more than 30 days or 90 days to fix me.
The long-term program structure helps for people like me, gave me time for the real me to come out and expose itself so that there could actually be real, authentic change.
One thing that makes this place unique is that it's faith-based, but it's also clinically sound.
There's a lot of things on the clinical side, assessments and things that are spiritual based that you're able to use and integrate and work together.
When I first got here and they told me that I had a journal and hear from God, I really questioned it. But now it drew me closer to have a more intimate relationship with him, and it's had a really big impact on my journey.
When I came here, they were able to help me with many aspects of my life. I still had legal troubles. My health needed some follow-up from where I had cancer. They taught me a trade that I could use later on.
The staff here have all been through the program. The staff here all knows what it's like to be coming into a program with a disastrous life behind you.
Seeing guys teaching me and counseling me that had had their families restored and their kids back in their lives really spoke to me, because it made me realize that it was possible for me too.
Other programs, of course, are focused on the patient, but like they say, addiction is a family problem. So what happens to the wife or the children that are left behind? The family recovery process within Eagles Nest was really the lifeline that I needed at that point.
I'm just very grateful for where my relationship with my kids is at right now. Christmas was the first Christmas that I've been with them in 4 years. That's a long time to be away.
In the years that we've been doing this, we found that most people aren't bad. They just have a problem. And like me, need a hand up. We want to be that place that helps them up.